Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be filming part 5 of my vinyl collection. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't had a chance to do this, but I'm going to do it today, get it done, and put it out for you guys as soon as possible. So today I got 6 vinyls that I'm going to show you, all varying from different types of styles of rap. And yeah, we're just going to dive right into it, alright? First up, we have Freddie, Gibbs, and Madlib's Bandana. This album is probably the best rap album of 2019. When you're talking about straight bars and straight production, you can't really ask more from a project. Freddie Gibbs is one of the most underrated rappers in the game right now. I know he's blowing up at the moment, but he deserves all the blow up. He's just a crazy lyricist, great flow. He just has these great cadences. He speaks so clearly and so on beat. It's like not even like a human shouldn't be able to do what he does with his cadences and with his flows. He's so clear, concise, and articulate, and he like matches the beat so well. And you have one of the best producers, if not the best producer of all time, Madlib, on this project, who goes off, man. I haven't heard something this good from Madlib in a long time, since like the Mad Villainy album with MF Doom. This is just, it's immaculate, it's perfect. It's everything you would want from Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, and it's everything you could dream of if they were to collab. So yeah, I mean, songs like Freestyle Shit, Half Main, Half Cocaine has a crazy beat switch. Massage Sheets is so weirdly good, like you shouldn't be able to flow over a beat like that so well, and Freddie Gibbs basically did his thing with that. It's very hard to rap over that type of song. Every song is just a banger. I mean, Goddamn is amazing. Cataract's another amazing beat switch in that. Soul Right is an incredible way to end the album. And I'm not gonna lie, I slept on Freddie Gibbs pretty hard. I've listened to Pinata a couple times before this album, but this was the one that really got me into him. And I kind of did a reverse, and I went backwards in his discography and checked him out more after I heard Bandana. So really good album. If you haven't listened to it yet, I highly suggest it. It could take a little bit to grow on you if you're not used to Madlib or the style of rap that Freddie Gibbs is, but highly suggest. Really good gangster rap, really good bars, really good production, and there's nothing really to. Actually, this is like such a shit vinyl. Just not that great. It's just black. But what makes it like really bad is like it says there's a sleeve like on the sticker when you open it up, and this is the sleeve, dude. A piece of paper. Like they literally just were like, yo, let's go on Microsoft Word and type out a piece of paper with every song credit on it. Like, what are you doing, man? I don't know, when I opened that up I was like, man, they really did that. Like, it was a $19 record, but still, never seen that in my entire life. Next up we got After Hours by The Weeknd. This is the holographic version that came with the signed sleeve. I have the signed sleeve over there. I'll actually go get it real quick, one sec. So this is the signed holographic sleeve right here. It's beautiful. So glad I bought it. And I framed it, as you can see. So I'll be hanging this up soon with my J. Cole signed vinyl. But yeah. After Hours by The Weeknd. I bought 2 copies of this. I bought the signed copy, and then I bought the red splatter, and then I took the red splatter vinyl and put it in the extra holographic sleeve that they gave me so that it's all decked out. And it was definitely worth it. Selling my standard black one if anyone wants it. But anyways, yeah, holographic After Hours, what an incredible album, man. This is by far, that's a bold claim I guess for some, but this is by far his best album. Just so cohesive, and it tells such a cool story. It takes you on a journey, you know? Like it starts off with The Weeknd kind of going through his typical night of partying, drinking, going out, gambling, you know, doing weekend type stuff. And then it kind of dives into this weird plot line where like he gets way too high and kind of veers off this path of sanity, and starts going down this really dark place that you can't really tell if it's hallucinations from the drugs he's been taking or if it's actually happening in real life. And he has a lot of cool sequences of videos on YouTube, if you haven't watched, kind of all flow with each other and flow with the album, which is really nice. And yeah, the whole album's production and the way it's put together really flows nicely. Like, I can see it in my head as a movie. And before the music videos came out, I kind of already envisioned what he's portraying to everybody. Everything flows into everything. Like, Faith goes into Blinding Lights so well. Not to mention Faith being one of the best Weeknd songs, in my opinion, ever. Yeah, this thing's just crazy, man. It's about the Weeknd feeling kind of fed up with a fame life and living in LA and going out, partying, drinking, doing the same thing every night, not really being able to live a real lifestyle, not being able to form real relationships. It's kind of him being fed up with this superstar life that he has given and has earned himself. He kind of wants to get out of it, and he feels stuck. He doesn't feel like himself, which is why in these videos he's morphing into different animals or like frogs and stuff, throwing up, puking his brains out, his head gets chopped off, sewn onto other people's bodies, dude. Like, it's all such cool ideas and concepts, and I love how he performs as the character on the album when he does live shows and everything. But I'm rambling way too much about this. Super sick album, super sick vinyl, holographic. You open it up, also holographic. I don't know if you guys could tell on the camera. And then the vinyl is something beautiful. So the sleeves come in these red sleeves, which is already cool. And then, damn, man. That splatter though. I think this one's the coolest variant that came out. I'm so glad I bought it. It came out amazing. Looks like blood. Matches the cover theme. Everything so well. 10 out of 10 album. Favorite songs? I'm gonna have to go with Snow Child, Escape from LA, Faith, In Your Eyes, and After Hours. All incredible. I mean, the whole album's incredible. Those are my favorite songs though. Next up, we got Testing by A$AP Rocky. This is an extremely rare vinyl. I've been looking online for it for a while. One day it popped up on Etsy real quick, and I was like, I need to get this. It's really rare to own, so I'm really happy that I own it. And yeah, this album, highly underrated and kind of hated on because it wasn't the same type of music that Rocky was known to be making. It was really him testing the boundaries of his style of music. And I really like it because it switches from being this chaotic, almost cocky-like album at times to then becoming really calm and almost like as if you're dreaming or as if you're just kind of floating there. Like, that's what it kind of feels like on this album. He'll go from like the most hard-hitting style and flow to just reversing it almost immediately, and you kind of feel like you're zoning out when you're listening to it. And I think that's what's incredible about the album, and I think it's kind of like Rocky combines his old style of rapping with that LSD type of sound that he had when he put it on Long Live A$AP or whatever that album was. But yeah, this is incredible. A lot of weird noises, a lot of weird switches. Not the best lyricism, but the lyricism goes along with the album, and it kind of tells a story as you go along. And this is something I put in the background and kind of get lost in. Great to drive to at nighttime. And yeah, favorite songs off of it, I'm gonna have to go with Distorted Records, ASAP Forever. Kid Cudi's verse is insane on that. Praise the Lord, Call Drops. Kids Turned Out Fine is amazing. Changes is amazing, and Purity is such a good closer with Frank Ocean. Crazy that I own this. The back is super sick too. You got the crash dummy back there. And yeah, the vinyl's just standard black. I'll show you it. Whip it out of the sleeve for you. So you have standard black testing vinyl right there. And it's a bootleg, but it sounds incredible. One of the best bootlegs that I own. Next up, we have The Divine Feminine by Mac Miller. This is an original pressing of The Divine Feminine. I bought it when he passed away because I really wanted all of his stuff on vinyl. And there wasn't many of his projects on vinyl or circulating on vinyl. So I bought this right when I saw it on eBay. And I think it's worth a good amount because it's the OG pressing. But yeah, what an album, man. I remember I was in college and I got back from a party And I was just like sitting in my bed feeling good, you know, and Mac Miller dropped this album and it was like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, I gotta listen to my guy Mac's new album. And I put this on and I was so thrown back from it because it wasn't anything like he ever released at that point in time. And I wasn't expecting it at all. But I was vibing with it. Like, I remember just being an idiot, like alone in my room, just like jamming out to this album, dude. And it just grew on me right away. And I could tell that Mac was really becoming an artist after this album. He was transforming into something bigger than a rapper. Just beautiful sounds, instruments, and vocals, and the imperfections in his voice make this album and all of his other albums after this so beautiful. Something about his singing voice is not good, but it is amazing at the same time, you know what I mean? And I think this was him experimenting with his musical, more artistic side of him, and it led the way to albums like Swimming in Circles. So I think this is a very important album in that sense. I also think it's super important because Mac Miller is a guy that has touched on so many topics, and something he's always shown interest in his interviews and everything is love. And this is an album about love. It's not about Ariana Grande. Some parts of it are, but it's about all of his relationships. There's interviews of him saying, like, this isn't just about my ex-girlfriend or his current girlfriend at the time that he dropped this. He said this was something that he's been wanting to do that embodies all of his experiences with love. And yeah, man, super good. Love the outro with the grandmother on it. Really tops it off for me. It hits hard now. It's sad. Wish I owned the grandmother deluxe version cover or whatever it is of this. But yeah, favorite songs off of this would have to be Congratulations, Stay, Cinderella, God is Fair, Sexy Nasty. So many good songs, man. But yeah, crazy good album. OG pressing. I'll show you the sleeve. There's a sleeve that comes with this. So yeah, sleeve is pink. It's got the credits on the back, and then the songs right there. And can't get it in there. The vinyl is just standard black. Like I said, this is the original pressing. Next up, we have another Pittsburgh native, and it's the legend Wiz Khalifa. Super not talked about rapper these days. I don't know why, but like everyone forgot about Wiz Khalifa in a weird way. What a legend, man, though. Like, he dominated the 2009, 2012 kind of era with Mac Miller. I mean, these two were the only guys you heard back then. There was that whole weed rap phase, and it was huge, and this album was the forefront of that movement. I mean, it's such an incredible album. This is like my high school in a little 12-inch square right here. Like, this is just every memory I have in high school was to this album. Such a fun record, all about having a good time, being young, living it up. And yeah, just classics, man. This is Wiz at his best. This is his best project. Like, there's no other project that compares to this, besides maybe Cabin Fever. But yeah, songs like When I'm Gone are a great introduction to start things up. And then Wake Up, Hopes and Dreams, Black and Yellow, one of the biggest songs ever. No Sleep is my favorite Wiz song of all time. Had really good memories with my friends with that album. With that song. Yeah, just such good music on this thing. And it's just on standard black. This is also an OG pressing. Kind of hard to find now. And it's on standard black as well. But yeah, if you want to have a good time and reminisce on the good old days, throw this thing on. There's a sleeve in here too. So we got Wiz blowing out smoke right there. And then we have him right here as well. All right, last up we have Drake's Views. A lot of people don't really appreciate this album and respect it as much as I do, but this is something that I really cherish in Drake's discography because I had such a good summer 2016, and all I did that summer was play this album. I went to New York a lot with my friends, and we just had some great nights playing this at pre-games and just getting back, and it was always in rotation. But yeah, I think this is like a really underrated project in the sense that there are some really big bangers and radio smashes off of this, but then really good singing songs. For example, Redemption, top 10 Drake song. Like, it's not even a question, dude. That song is incredible. Feel No Ways, Pierce is top 20. You With Me is incredible. Fire and Desire is incredible. And then you have like those radio hits that I said, Controlla, One Dance, Child's Play, Hotline Bling, Too Good with Rihanna. This is just a crazy good album. I mean, it looks even better in retrospect. Like, it's crazy. And The Gatefold is Drake on the balcony, very GTA vibes. But yeah, incredible album. I love 40's production on this. I love that kind of winter feel to it, and then it transitions into summer, or it's the opposite. It transitions from summer to winter as the album goes on, and I love that about it. I think it's really cool, and yeah, really great album. And that's about it. I kind of feel like I'm not doing as good with this video, but I'm just really tired and have been busy lately. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.